welcome to another fun episode of Yes, I Am the Veteran. I am Brandy, and you all know Miss Cyla, and we have Miss Emily on tonight as well. Thank you, ladies, for joining us, and Melissa will be popping on in a bit. So, Cyla, it's been a minute since you've been on here. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's been a long time. Like, I don't know how long, like 6 months or something. You've been going at it for a while.
Girl, I'm more surprised than you. I didn't think I was going to have a job after 3 months.
Well,
They'd
this
have
is
fired
awesome.
me.
I'm sure you've learned a lot and gotten a lot. And
Learned a lot the hard way, yes.
yeah.
But no, it's been definitely an interesting experience. We've had some wild guests, and I learned a lot about reverb and how important it is to like not be sitting next to metal objects while you're doing this podcast. Because
okay, I guess there's a story behind that.
Yeah, we did a podcast in a forge for Reforged, and the reverb was so bad because all the metal. And then we had Mark Coleman come on, and when he came on the show, he was laying on a mattress. And I mean, you're not gonna tell like one of the goats in UFC history anything. Like he can do what he wants. Like he can put his feet up on my couch. I don't care. Like I mean, so I wasn't gonna tell him anything. And so yeah, there was this crazy reverb. So it was like this. It sounded like cellophane, basically. It drove us slow crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes. So I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better. I know that you've been kind of going through a lot yourself. It's been a struggle year, that's for sure.
Yes, it's been a very busy year. 2 weeks post surgery, and so yeah, I'm still recovering. But like I think about another week, I'm supposed to feel a lot better. So, but I'm glad to be here. Like it's awesome to be here for Christmas, and we're just yeah. I mean to catch up, and it'll be good to see Melissa too. Oh.
There she is. But
I can't hear them.
Oh, girl, not with the earbuds again. But
hey, y'all.
Can you hear us? Girl, put your earbuds in again. I can't with you right now.
Oh Lord.
Not again.
I can't hear.
We're gonna have to do sign language. Are you fluent in ASL? I'm a little but
yeah, I can't hear, dude.
Yeah. So this year's actually been a wild year for me too. I actually had a bad fall around Thanksgiving. So this is actually the most normal. I've been sitting and poor Emily has been roasting me about my right cheek unmercilessly because my whole cheek turned black because I had fallen so badly on my blood thinners in my leg. So what's my new name? What do you call me now? What's my superhero name?
Ice Thong.
Can't with you right now. I'm done.
No.
I said that sounds like Storm's sister. That's kind of more naughty. But
need some contraption to like.
How do you fight crime like that?
Cheek.
It's like I still have that ice cube tray. My ex-boyfriend's still asking for it back. I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep that one for potential future injuries. But yeah, but it's a struggle, especially when you're not feeling well, especially around the holidays. Just getting that extra holiday motivation. Yeah. It's a struggle. Can you hear us, ma'am, Miss Melissa? Do you got your pods?
No, I can't hear.
Okay. Can you put your pods in, maybe? Okay.
Yeah.
I have these questions.
I'll try to get back on.
Okay. But we definitely wanted to do a holiday giveaway just because it has been such a struggle year. It has been like a year of monumental struggles. I know Cyla, she launched her own brand this year. I know we launched a podcast, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Emily ran for Miss Veteran America and got top 10 as well. So I mean, and she almost actually won the push-up challenge. She was one push-up away from beating all active duty service members. So my props.
That's awesome.
I was like, awesome. But the saltiest one of all of them. I love it. But I was proud of her. But either way, though, we definitely wanted to do a holiday giveaway. So we have 3 different shirts, or 2 shirts. They're actually hilarious. I know Cyla has pretty amazing shirts herself from her line. But we have some from VRS. So the first shirt I have is the Jody Did Me a Favor shirt. I don't know if you guys can read that very well. Ooh. So
that's a good one.
The first one. So how should we decide who wins? Anybody? you guys think?
No ideas.
All right. Well, the first person.
Wait.
What do you think?
Are the people tuning in? Are they playing or just?
Yeah, they're
us?
playing. You're
Okay, awesome.
playing a game. You're doing trivia. You guys are doing trivia. They're gonna
Okay.
be like just getting free shit, which is awesome for everybody, I guess, because they can be amused and get free stuff. So, so yeah, we're doing giveaways for the shirts, and then if you like one though, we'll send you one. So we got you on that. I would wear the Jody did me a favor just to get free drinks in a bar.
I'm good. I don't want that one. That's for sure.
I know a guy, his ex-wife was named Jody, so he was like, please send me that shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of amazing. I actually wore the I'm Comfortable with Violence shirt. I wore that to Reforge for their course for knife making, and a $150 million investor didn't identify himself. So we just thought he was one of the staff, and he came right up to me with that shirt. And he goes, that shirt's amazing. And he was like this older guy named Rusty, looked like Blue from Old School. And so I was just like, I was like, you give him a hard time. Like, we just thought he was one of the guys. Nope, worth $150 million. No idea. We had no clue. Until after the course. I was like, you waited until then to tell us thanks, I guess.
Right.
But yeah. So the Sergeant G from the Stone Vet says he likes your USMC shirt. Yep, we have had it's been a while since we've had a Marine on the show. That's right. Yeah, the Oogie Boogie. Yes, that's like my sentiments exactly right now. What was I gonna say? Okay, so what we're gonna do for the Jody Did Me a Favor shirt is if someone wants to post like the funniest Christmas experience that's happened to them so far this month, tell Sergeant G to go paint his house. So whoever posts like the funniest thing that happened to them will give away the shirt. So our viewers now post the funniest Christmas thing that's happened to you this season, and you'll be the winner. But while we're waiting, damn, they got you, huh, Sergeant G? So, okay, so what we're going to do is, I guess, what do the holidays mean to you guys? So Emily does a lot in the San Antonio area for Toys for Tots and drives like that, especially in the San Antonio area. I know I kind of do things as well, not to her scale, but we did help a veteran.
You did, and it was freaking awesome.
Yeah, I know we were all crying, like all ugly crying, and we helped a widow. She was gifted $1,000 from a homeowners association or a realty company, and so that was pretty amazing. She had no idea. We actually managed to keep the secret all the way up until they gave her the $1,000. So that made it her holiday. So we were all crying, like, yeah. So all right. So if anyone wants the Jody Did Me a Favor shirt, you got to tell us something kind of amusing that happened around the holidays. I'll start with me. Well, it's kind of funny, kind of dark humor, but we're all military, so it's all our lane. My friend actually, so I told you guys I hurt myself and I had been answering the phone because I got ill. And so my friend who always calls at like 11, you know, those like old veteran friends of yours that call at like 11 o'clock at night. 12, and you don't always answer the call, and if you don't, then you kind of hear from it. Well, when that happened, my friend, I didn't answer a few of her calls, right, because I was resting. She thought I died, and successfully convinced my family that I died.
Oh God!
Yeah, that happened. So like literally, I woke up to like 4 or 5 welfare calls, and I was like, why are you guys all calling me so early at 7 a.m? You know, and they're like, we didn't know if you were alive. I was like, what? I'm like, the fact that was actually successfully convinced. I was like,
God, your poor dad.
You know, when your friends know your medical records better than they should, you're like, well, note to self. And she's like, I knew you were going to be mad, but I mean, I wanted to make sure. I was going to send the police to your house too. I was like, what? I was like, were you watching CSI before you like got excited? I don't know. I see Jesus. Jesus or Jesus? Because I knew a guy that I worked with, and he would actually.
We're in Texas, right?
Yeah, we're in Texas. So his name was Jesus, and he worked in a call center, and people always got his name wrong. So he'd say, "It's Jesus, but you spell it Jesus," and he would say it just like flat, and you were like, "How do you not laugh at something like that?" So it was always pretty funny.
Right, I would laugh.
But what about you, Emily? Anything funny happened to you? Some funny stuff always happens to you.
Well, I fell today. That was fun. Out in front of Target.
Oh, Oh, the Target. Oh, just why?
I caught my heel in a dip in the sidewalk because I wasn't looking at the ground, and tried to catch my weight with my hand, and it wouldn't hold. So I went, okay, I guess we're rolling with this, and just rolled over onto my back, and I'm just laying on the sidewalk in front of Target, going, okay, this just happened.
Oh no, you're like, this is how it happened to Brandy in Target.
Well, and I'm wearing one of my Christmas dresses, and the big earrings, and the big heels, and
Aw. Duh. Well, at least you've probably spectacularly fell. I never fall like nicely. It's always like the store manager catches a shoe, and it's like, you know, I get split into home plate. Like, I'm not cute ever. Like some people say, like,
yeah,
get injured gracefully.
I was like, oh my god, old lady falling.
Senior down. Well, are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I just bruised my hand a little.
Oh, we'll use some witch hazel poultices. Those work really well to kind of get rid of some of the bruising. Trust me on that. I'm an expert right now. Tuck and roll. It only works sometimes. When you're on blood thinners, it's harder to roll because you know that wherever you land is going to be an imprint of that. Like, I had a case on my leg and thigh for a solid 2 months.
Right.
But what about you, Cyla? Anything fun or interesting or amusing happen around the holidays?
I mean, I don't have anything fun, or I don't know. I've been traveling so much, and so it is a little bit of an embarrassing, like going to the airport, you forget. Like, I feel like I checked my bags, and this week I was traveling, and I've just been doing so much traveling lately, and I swear I got everything out. I'm done. And I go through the security, and they pull my bag, and I'm like, and she's like, of course, they ask you, like, what do you have in your bag? Do you have anything, that could cut them? Or I'm like, I don't think I have anything in my bag. And I'm like sitting here going through. Well, I forgot my knife and my pepper spray.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh shoot, sorry about that. And the guy's like, yeah, you can't. He's like, you can't have all that stuff. And I was like, well, I really didn't catch it. I mean, I really went through my stuff, and then I was like, oh, I thought I could have like peppers. And he's like, no. So unfortunately, I lost my knife and my pepper spray, right? Well, then we're coming back with my son, who's 15, and we go through security, and his suitcase gets pulled. And I'm like, did you, like, what's in your suitcase? And he's like, it's just clothes and shoes. I'm like, oh my God, are you sure? So we go through security. Well, he had a knife. I'm just like, so it was kind of an expensive week between my knife and his knife and my pepper spray. And I was like, I usually am really good about like removing all that stuff, especially at the airport. But
yeah,
with travel and everything like so hectic lately, I'm just like, I didn't. But anyways, that's just kind of a weird story. I don't have anything like.
Well, I make knives now, so I mean, I can make you a new one. I'm actually an apprentice at a forge now.
At what?
I'm an apprentice at a forge.
So you make knives? What are you saying?
Yeah, I make knives. Here, look, I'll show you. I just made this one. This is a peat skinner.
That is gorgeous.
A girl.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that one I just did. I'm working on one with cactus in the handle. It looks pretty cool too. And I found this person that makes scales, and apparently you can use mammoth ivory to make knives. Like, I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess mammoth tusk actually washes up on the shores of Alaska. So what they do with that is they actually use it to make knife scales, and it's totally legal. And I didn't know it was a thing. That and mammoth molar, which is like jet black. It almost looks like a balloon. I was like, can you imagine busting out a knife and then they're like, what is that? It's mammoth ivory. Like, that just sounds just awesome.
Sounds so badass.
Right? Like, now I'm like, I gotta do it. I watched this. Yeah, one thing they didn't tell us about the class, and I feel like they should have, was the guys are gorgeous. Like, a lot of the forge masters. Oh my God. Like, there's a guy that there's in there, and they call him Joe Momoa because he's got Jason Momoa's hair. Like, perfect. I'm like, why is your hair better than my hair? Like, I'm kind of mad. Yeah. But, like, they call him Joe Momoa because he looks kind of like his older brother. But a lot of the forge masters, they'll come through, and they're from, like, different states. And they'll stay for a few weeks and then go. And that's how I learned about the mammoth ivory. It was pretty interesting. It's crazy. It's pretty cool. But what was I going to say? So, what do the holidays mean to each of you guys? So, what does the holidays mean to you, Emily?
So let me give you guys a little bit of backstory. I'm the oldest of 7, and I did not grow up on the right side of the tracks. So a lot of Christmases, we were the family that was the recipient. And, that does something to you. But I remember one year we went to my grandpa's house. We left 3 Shar-Peis in our house. And when we came home, there were huge bags in our living room full of presents. And not just like hand-me-downs. But, I mean, keep in mind, this was 88, okay? But there was a brand new Walkman and a brand new Whitney Houston tape for me. And it was the coolest thing. And so ever since then, for me, the holidays have been about, yeah, it's really great to celebrate with your families, but I love being able to do stuff for other people. And I know how that sounds. I know it sounds cheesy and corny, but there's so many people out there, vets and their families that need our love and our help. And it's just so great to be able to do something for somebody.
Yep. And you know what it's like, because you were on the receiving end, and that's the hardest thing, is like asking for help as veterans.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's hard. And it's, like we always find ourselves in different situations, like, and you never know, like one day you could be, doing fabulously, and then 6 months later, you're a totally different person. Like, that's the one thing about life. You never really can anticipate anything.
Sure.
What about you, Cyla? What do the holidays mean to you?
I mean, at different times, it's meant different things, because, like, being deployed, like, the holidays were, like, my military was my family.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, being away from my family, moving away to Texas and everything. So, like, when we can get together, it's always appreciated. And then, this year, kind of the big deal is my granddaughter. I have a new grandbaby. And so, like, she's the first one. So,
and she's a girl, and you're like all boys in your families.
Right. I'm like, it's a girl, yay.
Oh, that's so great.
So I don't know. It's just kind of, I feel like Christmas is so much about, as a Christian, it's Christmas is why I celebrate Christmas. And then, like, the bigger deal is the little kids. Like, all the other kids have kind of grown up, and you're like, oh, okay, like, she's the little one now, and like you just want her to have a really good Christmas, and so it's kind of all about her this year.
Oh, well, the first Christmas,
everybody else is like big,
yeah,
grown up.
Like that's
except
where like
for Sean, he's almost grown up, but yeah.
Well, like, it's not even that. Just like the holidays alone, like like watching kids like in their reactions to Christmas is so different. Like then you as an adult, like they're all salty and I've seen it a bajillion times. For them, a lot of times it's the first time,
Kids are always excited about everything, so
we are.
Helps you like relive it yourself, kind of, sort of. I know my daughter is like super excited. We're going to Wisconsin tomorrow, so she's all excited because she gets to meet real school again. So she's all excited. But,
yeah, we had, my kids are teenagers and they're over just about everything. And a couple of years ago, we hosted my brother and my sister and their families, and they've got little kids. And it was so great to have little kids in the house for Christmas again. Just like so excited to do the gingerbread house and the cookies and the Christmas presents. And it was just watching their cute little faces was so adorable. And I was like, why are my kids such Grinches?
I mean, sometimes they take too much after their mom. What happens to me too. You see the reaction, you're like, oh, I don't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But no, I think what's like kind of goes in line with being a teenager too. You kind of hate everything.
Man.
So I live in my family lives in northern Wisconsin, so closer to Minneapolis, St. Paul, like Eau Claire, Rice Lake area. Turtle Lake is probably like the closest city that anyone knows what that is. There's a giant casino on the Native American reservation that's right there that everyone knows where it is. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start the holiday trivia because I don't want to keep everyone on super late because I know we had a late start, just the double check system. Okay. So you guys are both tenured moms, so this should be easy questions. So let's see.
We'll see.
So, all right. Name Santa's reindeer. You gotta name them. So just name them with your hands so we know how many you get to. Because I was at a solid 7 for like most of today.
I
know their names. I know their names.
It's been like 10 years since I even thought about that.
Okay,
since my kids were little. I know Rudolph, and that's it.
I
Weird
know.
Al is number 9.
No.
You got Dasher and Dancer, and Prancer and Vixen, and Comet and Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen.
Good job. All right. Okay.
No,
Damn, that was good.
No, I
know,
just heard
like,
I just heard the Harry Connick Jr. song on the radio yesterday. So
I keep messing up the Donner. I'm like, why do I mess that up? I have an uncle Donnie. It makes it so much more confusing. Like, it's like, are you saying his name? I don't know. Okay, so what all right, so point for Emily. All right. So what popular holiday beverage is also known as milk punch? It's a holiday
known as
beverage
what?
that we all have all the time. You can see it at HEB. It's known as milk. It's also known as milk
Oh,
punch.
eggnog?
Yep.
Oh,
It took me a minute too. I got what you mean your time.
I'm like, milk punch? I was thinking of something red.
You're like, wait a minute.
that sounds scary.
You're like, I can answer this, but it's probably not the answer she's looking for.
Probably
Right.
not. Down at HEB sells it.
You're like, I'm sure the Marines are like, I know. But okay. So the next giveaway is going to be the grenade bath bombs, and they do come with Green Army men inside, and they are teakwood scented, which is phenomenal on the gentlemen and ladies.
That's
actually.
cute.
It's kind of amazing, and I made it. So, all right. So the next giveaway will be all right. Let's see. First person to just say something that they like about the holidays. So Chris has already got the Jody did me a favor because that was hilarious when he said what he said. So the next person to post what they like about the holidays or dislike, it could be either. I'm okay with that. Okay. And so next trivia question. So what do people traditionally put at the top of the Christmas tree? Traditionally.
Star.
Yeah, it's either a star or an angel.
So it actually is an angel.
Oh.
Yep.
So like
I was gonna say star angel, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, like they would do the angels the trees and like the old school candles. I'm like, how do they not burn trees down left and right though?
I don't know, man. But those old school angels, it was like this like plastic cone that they'd build an angel around. It was so weird.
Yeah, some of them looked kind of suspect. Like you were like some of them they were like really porcelain angels, like with the head and like the body was like, kind of like wonky. So kind of like started to do that lean on the cone or like the like the little candles like actually on the tree before they put lights on there.
What the crap?
And the trees get crazy dry, like real like pine trees. Like I lived on an evergreen, like one of those pine forests, like where they would harvest for the Christmas, and they get like super, super flammable towards the end of that month.
They do. And Chris Benoit is channeling your superhero name, by the way.
I can't with you right now. Thank you so much.
He's the one that said G-string, not me.
He said we can't even get a wallpaper topper up there. Oh yeah, that's true. No, he said his kids are visiting, and then like Michelle said visiting with family, like the standard adorable mom answer. I love it. Thank you, Melissa. Or Michelle. I don't know. I don't know if Melissa's coming back. We'll see. Okay. And so the Grinch from How the Grinch Stole Christmas was described in 3 words. What were they?
Stink, stank, stunk.
Yeah. I was finding hard ones. Dang. I guess I'm behind my life. Those only describe those 3 ways, and it's funny because they have like so many interpretations of them, and like specific.
Yeah, I was like, where are we going with this?
But like Ebenezer Scrooge is like all crazy, like different interpretations if you look at like the different Christmas Carol because of how they described them in the book.
Oh, did you see the meme about what the hell? Michael Caine in the Muppet Christmas Carol? Like the Muppets are like, yeah, we're gonna have fun, and Michael Caine's like, no, I'm gonna play this very serious.
No. That sounds like my brother-in-law. He's like basically like the army version of Brick from The Office, but he's like a tree. He's like 6'7", and so like he has like no expression. Like,
oh my god!
So it's like you don't know if you want to mess with him or not because he's huge, and they like go like straight like Kerouac on you. So like, oh man. But okay, so what country did eggnog come from?
That I don't know.
Okay, so
feel like the Germans might have had a hand in that because I love them, but they're weird.
They're weird. I mean, I'm German, so that makes sense. Accurate. Okay, so it actually originates from England.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay. Wait,
England.
the British are famous for not having seasonings and flavor,
Yeah, but
But
their
they-
drinks though.
but they've got
they wear
eggnog.
you out. Like when I went to some Christmas parties when I was stationed in England, and when we went, they had would make Pim's cake, and it would be so saturated with alcohol because Pim's was
Oh.
like a strong concentrate, but
Mhm.
it's kind of like it's an acquired taste, and they would soak the cake in a whole bottle. So people would have to go home because they had a serving of it because and the Brits are like, oh, you're American. Do you want us to box it up for you? Just roasting them, and I was like, bro, you set
awesome.
yourself up for that. But yeah, it's pretty funny. And then so what was the name of Ralphie's little brother in A Christmas Story? And you could actually stay at that house because it is an Airbnb actually.
But does it come with all the dogs?
I kind of think that it's a full experience, but
The ones that eat the turkey.
That would be hilarious, actually. It is the turkey eating come with it. That's a good question. Now I don't need to know.
Oh my God, what was his little brother's name? Little brother was in the starfish snowsuit.
I know everyone thinks. Think about it. I can't put my arms down. That actually totally happens. I'm from northern Wisconsin. Yeah. That is totally something that can happen to your kids. The kids can't even put their arms down. They just plop in the snow just starfish. They just lay there and just wait for it to be over.
Oh my God, I don't remember his name. I just remember Ralphie.
I know the mom was the only one that basically says the name. She yells it at her son basically in the movie. I had to think about it. And my girlfriend and older daughter would answer this so fast. Do any of our viewers have an answer? Let's see. Got it. Chris is like, my girlfriend. Not your girlfriend, you. Okay, so it's Randy. Randy was their little brother's name.
That's right.
Randy.
Mm-hmm.
She always yell out the window, the door. I guess his mom's it was so funny when we were kids. We were like, that mom's kind of a nag, and then you don't realize you become that mom at Christmas.
You kind of have to.
No one tells you you become Randy's mom later.
Yeah.
Just, the dogs eat stuff in your house or do all kinds of stuff, and you still have to deal with it. Okay, so the third winner is going to be this next item is going to be for the second shirt, and this one actually is probably my favorite one. I like to wear this one. So that's the I'm Comfortable with Violence.
I do like that one.
As are many of us. So I thought it was appropriate for the show. So let's see. What is the best gag gift that you bought for someone for this holiday season? So whoever can put in.
Huh? You're not asking us, are you?
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking the audience. So you first person to post.
Because I don't think you want to give that away yet.
Yeah, no. Just the funniest gag gift that you've ever given someone. We'll say past two. So you just have to be current. Because my family, we're kind of twisted. So we do this gag gift game, and the winner has to usually everyone's stuff is twisted, so it's all hilarious. So we're all just laughing and opening it. So you never know.
I have to know, what are offensive crayons?
Oh, the MSDSS ones. Oh, they're hilarious. They're the red crayon that says "What makes the grass grow," and then a bunch of different other ones, MRE, I think's in one of them. They're all inappropriate. They're hilarious. I actually wanted to make flowers with those, and for the marine ones, and the Air Force ones with connect the dots and different ones, just because kind of make jokes. Hey, Jessie, there's my sister. She's the queen of gag gifts. God, I think she gave me a blowjob bib last year. It's an actual bib. I'm just saying. Thanks, Jessie. I never used it. It's still sealed because I'm kind of afraid of it. She also does a needlepoint, so she makes hilarious things with needlepoint too. She's actually pretty crafty. Being crafty and twisted like us doesn't go together always. But,
yes, it does.
okay. So, Jesse, why don't you post on there what the most inappropriate thing you've given is? Like, you probably could. More to your God, yes, there are. Actually, on that note, I'm actually trying to get my dad to do a podcast or go live with us, and he says that he doesn't want to offend anyone. I was like, this is not the station for that, Dad.
No.
Not the station at all. But he's still
not
learning what podcasting is. Like, I had to teach him, like, with Godzilla and King Kong. I was like, this is what podcasting is, Dad. And he's like, I'm like, not exactly. Like, you know, you don't have like Godzilla after you, but you get it. Like, you're on the radio. Visual. Saying, guys. But no problem. All right, Jesse, post on there. Tell us so you can win the shirt, man. Okay, so we'll go on to the next question while we wait. So, in the movie Elf, what was the first rule of the Code of Elves? I like never watched this movie.
I need to watch all my Christmas movies this year.
Yeah, it's been a year since I've seen it.
I'm on the struggle bus too.
Same here. I haven't watched any of the Christmas movies this year.
Yeah, I remember the 4 food groups of elves, I think.
Was it like what, candy, maple syrup?
Candy syrup, candy cane, candy corn, I think. But the first rule of elves?
Yeah, there was a rule. He mentions it in the beginning. So it's treat every day like it's Christmas. Aww. That's why every day he makes like the Christmas stuff every single day. Is because that was the first rule of elves. That's probably where our kids get it from. Just saying. Wake up. It's Christmas. No, it's December 10th.
Right.
Can you open presents? No.
It's 5 a.m. Go away.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So, all right. So, have you guys heard? You both heard the 12 Days of Christmas song, right? Mm-hmm. Jesse wins it. So my sister Jessie, she's an Army veteran. I've been trying to get her to come on for a while, and she won't do it. But eventually she will, because we're doing Christmas Cards Against Humanity. So.
Oh, I need to see that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have like everybody go on, like my family, because we always play Cards Against Humanity on Christmas Eve or Christmas night. Mm-hmm. And like every expansion ever made, including the Salty Veteran series. But she said I gave my friend the chocolate dick from AMDSS that says "Eat a dick in the box."
I need to get that for a couple old friends.
Knew it was going to be good. I thought you were going to say the time you gave our brother-in-law the Vagisil. All right. But okay. I still thought it was an appropriate gift. Just saying.
Yes.
He got salty, but we thought it was hilarious. Okay, so how many gifts in total were given in the 12 Days of Christmas song? Oh, so, like, you know how, like, every day they gave different gifts? Like, so if you were to add them all up, what would you guess?
25.
240?
Pretty close. It was 364.
That's a lot of freaking birds.
That's what I said. I'm like, how many rings were involved in this number? Like, did you count the rings individually? Like,
that is a lot of birds.
Like French hens, like turtle doves.
Yeah. Like, dude, if you give me one bird, we're gonna have problems. But hundreds, I will beat you. Probably with one of the birds.
Your house could take off with the birds.
I know.
You be the bird lady. Like people just neighbors chap you off. You're like, nope, I'm out of here.
Birds, it'd be up with feathers. Feathers everywhere. Holy shit.
Nice. What was I gonna say? Okay. So what fairy tale inspired the tradition of building gingerbread houses? Because you know the Germans, they actually celebrate fairy tales for the holidays. So you'll see all the Christmas lights and like decoration, like with like fairy tales in the front yard, not like the Grinch or Baby Yoda or what we see. Mm-hmm. Oh, Chris, if we get that struggle, Benadryl helps sometimes. Or like, you know, like you can open a present if you go to sleep early, you know.
I gotta go. Hold on.
Santa knows if you're sleeping late.
He's a puppy.
So
I have Tim sleeping on me.
No, I was gonna say, I was like, is it your husband or the dog?
The dogs.
He's got that luxurious full mane.
He does. He does. All right, ask the question again.
So what fairy tale inspired the tradition of building gingerbread houses?
I actually might know this one, but I'm waiting to see what Cyla says.
I knew it.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I do have to go. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, actually, we have one more question. One more.
Okay, hurry,
Okay.
because I was supposed to be off like 10 minutes ago.
Hansel and Gretel.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. And what was Frosty the Snowman's nose made of? That was the last question.
Carrot. No.
Nope, not a carrot.
Button.
And a button nose.
Here you
I
go.
sing the song.
Emily wins trivia. Better than all of us.
Sing the stupid song.
But from us to you, and then everybody that won, please message me at Yes I Am the Veteran through Facebook, through our Facebook page, so that way we can go ahead and get these mailed out. So Chris Benoit, Michelle Kremering, well, I know where you live, not in a creepy way, but and that's not bad. And Jesse, so you guys all won tonight.
Congratulations, everybody.
For joining us. Thank you so much, Cyla, for coming on. I know we're late. Please apologize to your bow for us. And
Thank
have a
you.
wonderful holiday, guys. And if you guys need to have help, reach out.
Yes.
Always reach out to your brothers and sisters. Always.
We got you.
From us to you, we love you guys. Have a wonderful holiday. And until next week.
Thanks, Brandy.